who ruined Ghost of Yote. If left to the developers and game journals, they could say the gamers. They chose not to buy the game and called out its bullcrap, so it was them. But I don't agree. Kim Belair was right about one thing. We gamers have a very particular taste. When we get something we like, we buy it. When we get something we don't like, we avoid it. That is a factor with Yote, but it's not the main problem. The main problem was the behind-the-scenes stuff. First is Erika Ishii, self-proclaimed member of Antifa, a terrorist group. Then there's the worst aspect of all, Charlie Kirk's murderer. To explain why he committed such an infantile act, I will have to go into some backstory. You see, just like with Martin Luther King Jr.'s killer and Abraham Lincoln's killer, this guy was an ignorant coward who was angry about what the great man he killed was saying or doing. In Charlie's case, he was telling the truth about the transgender lifestyle. Trans women are not real women. They are males, people born with penises and testicles. Trans men are not real men. They are females, people born with vulvas and ovaries. Charlie was known for ruffling a few feathers and getting plenty of panties and diapers in a bunch. But not like Tucker Carlson. Tucker would say, take a real situation and sensationalize it. Charlie never did that. He just told the truth. And instead of continuing to get slammed by his trans girlfriend's massive shaft and gargling her orange-sized testicles and getting covered in gallons of her thick, frothy, and potent seed, he shot Charlie Kirk to death in an effort to silence him and to scare others into silence too. Sadly, gay baby man doesn't understand how life works. Christians have been killed, persecuted, tortured, and killed all throughout history because of their faith, all throughout history. And while Charlie's murder was sad, it's nothing new. Also, he showed how desperate he was to keep lies going by murdering someone. If you've ever seen a murder mystery, you'll know that that's the last thing you want to do. Now people will wonder why that person was murdered. They will investigate and find out the truth. And in Charlie's case, it was because of what he was saying. So the attempt to silence Charlie just made his voice louder and more prevalent. More people will hear what he had to say. Just like with Martin Luther King and Abraham Lincoln. Why did I go through all that backstory? To help you understand how pathetic and psychotic some people can be. How does that relate to the game? Sadly, after Charlie Kirk's murder, a small group of people were celebrating it, and they made the mistake of posting that stuff online. Their bosses saw that and fired them. One of the people that was fired for cheering gay baby man killer on worked at Ghost of Yote. People who were thinking straight said they weren't going to buy the game because the developer was waving his or her pom-poms and showing off his or her panties for the gay baby man killer and some other loser. Once that person was fired, losers on their side said they were angry that Sucker Punch caved into right-wing pressure by firing that psychotic developer. So then they said that they wouldn't buy the game either. So a minute-best game now has an uphill battle. It may not win. And all because it's all Erika and Kirk Killer's fault. I'm here webcomics, and it's sad that people will actually defend cold-blooded murder because of rumors they heard about someone. Also, I am using footage of a game that looks like Ghost of Yote should have looked, like the set of Ghost of Tsushima. Woke games are sideline games, not headline games. Making Yote look like this would have saved them lots of money.